Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen, but still there's plenty of time left. The NBA season is really about who can endure the injuries.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. We've got Lauri Markkanen. He's out there with Buzelis. And it's the great one in at the point. And for the Raptors, we've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Quickley in at the one. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, B.A., that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
Leonard can't get it to go. Here are the Lakers now. And only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Leonard. In the game against Portland, very impressive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen.
That's the length of Lauri Markkanen making a difference at the defensive end.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Clock is at 3. The Raptors need to get off a shot.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Brian, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Oh! Get you some! Show us some power!
That's about activity, determination, quickly finishing strong.
Doncic is doubled. Here's the great one. Off target from outside. The Raptors have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Quickly finds Martin. Back to Quickly. From outside the arc. Martin misses.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Markkanen, the pass to the great one. From deep, here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside, Anderson. Toronto passing it around. Leonard for 3. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Yeah, defense should know better than to concede a 3 to Kawhi. Boy, he stretched his range out over time.
Markkanen, the pass to Doncic. Here's Buzelis. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Leonard, shot's good.
Now the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Quickly finds Anderson. And here's Leonard. The 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Shot's good by the great one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now here's Quickly. Last game he had 28 points. Pass to Leonard. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
Well, Kawhi Leonard meets the defender at the rim, and he comes out on top.
Here's the great one. It's Markkanen on the wing. Doncic right side. Markkanen outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Raptors. They're making moves up the standings, claiming that 4th spot.
Checking out the Lakers, they've been on a roll, victorious in their last 5 outings, really showing up their #1 seed status. Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
And it's good. 2 points.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
Quickly passes to Anderson. Inside, here's Leonard. The Lakers with a rebound.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Out to the right wing, the great one. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Well, in today's NBA, the 3-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Martin.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Leonard inside. Blocked!
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Doncic, no good. Raptors trail by 11. Pass to Leonard. Looking to get it going. Quickly from outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Now Los Angeles with it. Reeves, the pass to the great one. Anderson against Doncic. From deep, Reeves. Anderson pulls it down. And so here is Toronto. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. On the wing, Reeves. Doncic passes to the great one. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. The great one's got 11 points.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Toronto making a switch here. Battles checked in. The Lakers making a switch here. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Doncic. To the left wing. Here's Battle. Nails it from 3.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Reeves against Caldwell Pope. Pass to the great one. And here's Doncic outside. Hits a 3-pointer. Doncic has gotten his 2nd bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Leonard outside. Back to Quickly. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. That one falls. He's got 9.
Kawhi's such a gifted offensive player. How about that dribble drive move? So nice.
Caldwell Pope against Reeves. Over to the left wing. Shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Leonard outside. Fires from deep. And the Raptors, another 3.
Kawhi all business right now. Defense better get started. It's going to be a long night.
Out to the right wing. Here's the great one. And Los Angeles, another 3.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Pass to Leonard. And there's the rejection.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
A nice shot by Doncic.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And it's Leonard with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 16-point game. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
And always a lot to find out when opponents haven't seen each other yet.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well, separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting about 43% since tip-off. Leonard outside. He can't get it to go. The Lakers lead by 14. Pass to Doncic. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Doncic has got 10 points.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Quickly passes to Anderson. We've got a minute 48 left in the first quarter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, this is where Anderson has functioned for most of his career. So savvy on the interior.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. The Lakers making a switch here. Raptors trail by 13. And so in the game for the Lakers, Buzelis out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's the great one in at the point guard position. Pass to the great one. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the ground.
Oh, wow!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Pass to Quickly. Fires the three. Rebound by the Lakers. Buzelis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's the great one. And another three for the Lakers.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Leonard outside. Looking to end the run. And it's blocked. Pass to the great one. Launches a three. Rebound Toronto. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Back to Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Three-pointer, Buzelis. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist of the night.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Tries to break his ice. Double team on Leonard. Back to Caldwell Pope. Toronto passing it around. The three from Quickly. Deflected. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Lakers making a change here. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
He occupies the top spot in voting. We'll very likely see him in the three-point shooting competition.
And he might already be the favorite. When he gets in a groove, he's automatic.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Pass to the gray one. Jacks up a three. And another three for the Lakers.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Primarily seen as a scorer, Immanuel Quickley's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, BA, and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Back over to you, Brian.
Yeah, gotta roll with the punches. Thank you, Ali. Pass to Murray Boyles. And here's Quickley from deep. Drills it from deep. Quickley's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Absolutely no hesitation from Quickley on the range shot right there. What confidence.
Here's the great one. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Toronto shooting 52% from the floor so far. A minute 31 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Martin. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Quickley is more than willing to kick it out to available shooters, and boy, is he quick with it.
And so now a timeout call by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And taking a look at the last 10 games, here are the bigs who have been distributing the ball at a high clip. Second, Luka Doncic.
And you have to credit the high basketball IQ of these bigs. They see the floor so well, and that's whether they're facing up or dishing out of the post.
A feel for the game and terrific court vision. There's not an angle or an open teammate that they won't spot and find right away. The simple little draw and dish play is elevated to an art form by that group.
And it's Leonard with the ball for Toronto. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That game will be the third of 5 at home.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Pure from three-point range. 12 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
There's 21 seconds left in the first half of this one. That's short off the rim.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Buzelis' shot is good.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Leonard for three. That shot missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A huge 24-point lead for them. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome to halftime, folks. Before we talk about the game, let's check out who won Player of the Month in both the East and West. The Eastern Conference winner, Karl Anthony Towns.
We got to go to the big man, Catman, meow. Karl Anthony Towns takes this award. 6'11", 250. This guy's the force, especially at the offensive end. Going back to the basket, shoots like a guard. The man is uber talented.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Lakers.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And more often than not, the right guys are getting fed.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley, and it's Murray Boyles in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Doncic, no good. Toronto shooting it at 52%. And here's Leonard. Quickly from outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Out to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Shot's good by the Great One. The Great One's got 34 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Here's Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Here's Leonard. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
Once Kawhi Leonard gets to the interior, this guy's so tough to keep from scoring.
Markkanen outside. Pass to the Great One. And here's Doncic outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Harden misses. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Fires away from way outside. Shot's good by the Great One. The Great One's got 6 points in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside, Anderson. The 3. The shot won't fall.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Doncic. From downtown. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Leonard outside. Back to Quickley. 4-3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. 16 points for him.
And Quickley with a big-time answer knocks down his own 3.
Pass to the Great One. Here's Buzelis. Leonard defending. Here's the Great One. And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Murray Boyles. It's tipped. Markkanen against Quickley. And here's Doncic outside. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. A nice shot by Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles has got 18.
Kyle Anderson, a guy who's all about team success. If you're open, he'll find you.
Pass to the Great One. Back to Markkanen. Doncic outside. Markkanen outside. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Anderson. Quickly outside. No good from outside.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete, set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
And Toronto calls time here. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Looking at the Lakers, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record.
When I look at the Lakers, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Out left to the wing, the Great One connects from downtown. The Great One's got 43 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Martin, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. From behind the arc, counted from distance. 17 points in the game.
And of course, we've seen Kawhi hit some huge shots from the corners throughout his career.
Poke loose. Pass to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Leonard finds quickly. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
That's the handles of Emmanuel Quickley on display. This guy is so good with the ball in his hands.
And Anderson over to help. Back to Markkanen. The three is up. Leonard pulls down the board. And it's Leonard with the ball for Toronto. Here's Anderson. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Quickly from outside. Buries it from 3. Quickly's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Buzelis. Doncic outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And with this pause, let's take a look at the teams that have generated the most offense on the break this season. The Lakers, #1.
You have to appreciate their effort and condition.
And so it's the Lakers